Hello Friendos and welcome to today's video. This is a two-parter where we're going to be playing around again in the Huetopian Dream Palette and figuring out what the crap this Pat McGrath Artistry wand is all about. Is it a glitter glue? Is it an eye gloss? Is it something in between? We'll find out together. Please keep on watching because we're going to get into it all today. Friendos, it finally came today. This is the Pat McGrath IntensifEYES Artistry wand. So in case there was some confusion over what this is, I decided to go to the interwebs to see exactly what is going on with this product, what it claims to be, and how it is used. This eye artistry enhancer combines the versatility of a mixing liquid with an easy to use pen to deliver instantly amplified shadow vibrancy that lasts. Designed as a multifunctional wand, it distills some of Pat's best kept backstage secrets into one simple step. Apply as a base or when layering shadows to improve adherence and optimize finish. The clear, hydrating formula glides on to ensure smooth and even shadow application, transforming metallic, shimmer, and sparkling finishes into lavish lid embellishments. It's the couture makeup tool for ultimate eye adornment. I've seen so many people do different things with this applicator wand that I'm confused. So it says, click a few times to reveal product. Only a small amount is needed. Apply by gliding the wand across your lid or tapping over the shadow. Use the flat body of the applicator on larger surfaces like the eyelid or underneath the brow bone. Use the triangle-shaped precision tip to reach small areas like the Cupid's bow. The Cupid's bow, that's not on my eye. That's not on my eye. Or inner corner of the lid. Okay, that's on my eye. Secure the cap tightly after each use to enhance product life. Okay, I guess we'll experiment and see how it works. I want to try using this product in a couple different ways. I wish this was screw top, but it has a little clicker at the bottom. Any day now. Any day now. Here we go. Finally got it up. 30 clicks in. So the first thing I want to do is try using this as sort of an adhesive, just like a glitter glue. So I'm putting the product down. I'm going to go in with this shade right here in the corner. If you guys saw my other video, you know that I said that this one is not as opaque as what it looks in the pan. I'm hoping that this will fix it. So swirling my finger around, got it on my middle finger here. Okay, the opacity is completely there. And I have to say, the texture of this feels just like Vaseline. Like, I'm wondering if I looked up the composition of this, if it would be equal to Vaseline. So we know that it fixed this shade, but I have a little tea to discuss. So last night it was really bothering me. I told you guys that this shade right here, this gold shade, in this palette it's known as Bronze 005. I had said in my last video that I thought that this was in another palette and it was really bothering me which one it was. So I started going through all my palettes last night. I believe this is the third palette that she released. If not, please correct me. So this one right here is called Bronze Solaris 005. Looks like they're the same shade, right? So I didn't really think to swatch it. However, when I was applying the products to my eyes, you remember I said that it wasn't adhering to my brush very well. Well, I'm going to swatch this for you. And I'm putting it over here where I haven't got the Artistry wand adhesive. Here we go. Mother chunker, what is this? Do you guys see that? It is chunky like no other Pat McGrath shade I've ever used. Doing it again, just so you can see. See the fallout? What on earth? Okay, so I'm going to show you from this older palette what I feel bronze should be. Here we go. Again, with no adhesive, none of that IntensifEYES wand. Smooth like butter. It really makes me wonder if this was invented as a cure for this shade right here not turning out right. Again, that's me being conspiratorial. No way we'll ever know. Anyways, so now that we know what this product is supposed to be, I wanted to try it out in a couple different ways, like I said. But one more thing before we get into using this palette even more, I wanted to see, because the closest thing, the absolute closest thing that I've ever seen to a Pat McGrath shimmery eyeshadow shade actually belongs in the Bloodlust palette. So I'm going to go into Wet Jewel in just a second after I've put the Artistry wand down on my arm and see if the shade will magically be converted into a Pat McGrath style shade. So this is without. It's beautiful, but it's not Pat McGrath. Putting this down. And going over it once again. I don't know if I see much difference. I'm gonna go in for a second coat on both sides. I think this one is slightly more opaque, but it's not enough that would make me go out and purchase this product. So at this point, I think we should just get down to doing some looks. In my Huetopian Dream Palette video, I will have it linked down below. I do a sparkly purple look with a lot of the first shades that you would expect most people to do with the palette. The most exciting two shades right here. But I think today we'll do a couple things with some of the shades that I didn't use before. That way everyone can feel a little bit of inspiration that maybe doesn't have to do with the most obvious shades. On my Sigma E65, I'm going in with this pinky mauve shade. It's amazing how pigmented this shadow is. I barely just did one dip on this, and it's blending out beautifully. Next, I'm going in with this peachy pink shade on the same brush. I didn't bother to change out my brush for this one because I definitely want these to blend together well, and if there's any leftover product on the brush, that will help me to do that. Next, with the IntensifEYES wand, I'm going straight onto my eyelid with this. On my rougher 02, I'm going in with the bronze 005 shade right here. And to keep the fallout away, I'm going to spray the all-nighter spray on here. This is simply just to make sure that I don't get any fallout from the pan to my face upon first application. Then on my Unit 202 brush, I'm going in with this corner matte shade right here, just to give this a little more depth and dimension. And these shades all blend together very beautifully and seamlessly. I'm going to go in with my Sigma E37 just to clean up the edges. Next, I'll do my other eye and add some mascara. And I decided the look wasn't quite done, so I'm going to go in with, I believe this is typically a Skin Show Nude, to add some extra dimension to my face. I'm going to use this shade right here, the Skin Show Nude, as a highlighter. I feel like this look is pretty simple. Because of the shadows being so blendable, you could literally whip this out in probably 10 minutes. There's also nothing very complicated that I did. It's just regular mascara, no fake eyelashes, no eyeliner, just mascara. What do we think? Alright, on to the next. Friendos, since the last one was so quick and simple, I thought it would be fun to do something a little more complex. So for this one, I'm going in again on my Sigma E65 with the peachy pink shade. I'm being very meticulous with this. I don't want to spread it out all through my crease, just through the first portion of my crease. Next, on my Unit 203 brush, I'm going in with this peachy mauve shade. Next, on the same Units 203, I'm going in with the darkest matte shade. Next, on my IT Cosmetics Luminous Smudger brush, I'm going back in with the P. Louise base. And what I'm doing here is just carving out from the crease to my lash line so that there's a little bit more intensity when I go to apply the shadow on top of it. With that same IT Cosmetics brush, I'm going to go back into the IntensifEYES Artistry wand, and this time I'm just going to tap off a little bit instead of applying it directly to my eyes or fingertips. It's going straight on the brush, and I'm going to put this exactly where I put the P. Louise base. Then, just so I can get a feel for the multi-chrome in this palette, this is going to go on the bottom part of my lid, and I'm going in on the Refer 01. And I'm digging this as a smoky eye look. Next, on my LaRousse LR100, I'm going in with this beautiful, vibrant purpley shade because I think this look needs some spicing up. It needs a little funk. Friendos, I am seeing the fallout on this side. I actually neglected to put very much of the IntensifEYES wand into my inner corner, and now the glitter is falling out onto my face. Now I'm just trying to make sure that I go ham on my all-nighter setting spray. Next, on a drugstore brand that I have no idea what it is, angled eyeliner brush. It's also very stained up. You know, it's well loved. I'm going to go in with that same dark matte shade here in the corner, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line all over. Then, since I have not used this pinky bronze shade, I'm going to go over my center lower lid just to add some sparkle to the bottom lash line of my eye. And for that, with my Morphe M506, I'm going in and I will be spraying once again. Let's make this a little bit more grungy. Now, of course, it's time to clean up the edges, and I think we need some liner and lashes. I've been sitting on this eyeliner for a while. It's called Real Her I Am Resilient Metallic Bronze Eyeliner. I think today's the day that we should give it a go. Then with black liquid eyeliner from Buy Me My Beauty brand, I'm going in with this liquid eyeliner. And Friendos, my eyelashes are on. I darkened up my eyebrows. I think I should go in with a light shade of lipstick today, simply because I don't want to do anything to detract from this right here. Ooh, should I do I'm Nude? All right, let's just see. Let's just see. All right, I felt like my lips kind of got lost in the shuffle, so I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Insanity lip liner. And I think this concludes the look. What do you guys think? For me, what really brought this home was the Trio Chrome. I wasn't sure how the formulation was going to look on the eye, but in front of my mirror, I can't stop staring at it. It's so pretty. It really does have reflects of green, copper, and burgundy in it. And it was kind of hard to see that in the pan, but on my eye, oh, luxurious. I also really like it paired with the Duochrome, and I wasn't sure that I would, but the purple and blue shift on the inner corner I think is what nails it. Just looking at the palette head on, and boy does it look dirty now, but looking at it head on, this doesn't really scream to me smoky, grungy look. It screams to me more butterfly. Do butterflies scream? Do palettes scream butterfly? I don't know. But yes, it reminds me more of like a butterfly look than it would this. But I love this. So I'm definitely growing to love this palette more and more. I definitely want to try out more looks from it in the future, but just from the 3 looks that I've done with it so far, I'm very pleased with this palette. At first, I was a little doubtful of it, but I'm liking it more and more each time I try it, for sure. As far as this Artistry wand goes, is it necessary? Maybe to save that bronzy shade in this palette, but for any other Mothership palette, no, I don't think so. I don't think that we need this. This doesn't really seem to do much more than what a setting spray or a wet brush would do. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I do want to try this out in the future as a mixing medium, because I do have some shades that, to be honest, they are just pure crap. No, they're not Pat McGrath shades, but I do have eyeshadows and other palettes that are sparkly, but they're just not that good. And I would like to see if I could fix them with a little finesse from the Artistry wand. Before I go, I want to thank you all for tuning in and spending some time with me just playing in makeup, experimenting and trying on 2 new looks and playing with this weird but wondrous Artistry wand. I definitely hope, if you have not already, that you will like, comment, and subscribe. But if you choose not to subscribe, we'll both have to go on living our lives in the shadow of never knowing what could have been. Alright guys, bye!